Okay guys, welcome to Eazy Eatz with Maritza. And like I said before on my previous video, I'm going to show you how to make the fresh red salsa. It's the one that I make. Obviously I'm not going to give you all my little tips and everything or how I make it, but I'm going to show you all the ingredients. Anybody can make this salsa. So I have the KitchenAid food processor, which if you don't have one, you could use Cuisinart or whatever, any kind of food processor. And I actually have the little KitchenAid, a little chopper, which I'm going to chop the onion and then the garlic in there, or my aunt, the Pampered Chef one, my aunt sells it, the one that you put the vegetables inside and chop, 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 chop. For myself, I use my commercial food processor to make it faster. And so, because I'm going to go on and on, so let me just get started. So basically, you're going to need a whole, and the reason I'm doing this now is because this is what I have left, and I'm going to go to Winco and buy the rest of the stuff to make a big batch. So this is just for the house, I guess you could say. So I have 1 can of the whole peeled tomatoes. So I use the whole peeled tomatoes, and I always tell everybody that's the only thing I don't have fresh, because it adds preservatives, and it lasts a little bit longer. If I use the fresh tomatoes, they would be for like the pico de gallo. So this, give or take, it's about a week in the fridge. Obviously mine, they eat it like the same day. So okay, so you're gonna use 1 can. This is just for the small batch for yourself, so you want to double it if you have other people. So for every 1 can of the whole peeled tomatoes, which is 28 ounces, you're going to use like a 1/4 cup of the onion. I just cut the tip off, so like that, because you don't want to put too much onion, because then it's going to have, like, unless you love onion, that's what it's going to taste like. And then 2 garlic cloves, and then a 1/2 bushel of the green onion, okay? And then 1 bushel the cilantro. Usually I just put it in the food processor and it chops it up. But if you don't have one, I'm trying to teach you how to use it without it. And then you just chop it up really fine. So, and then if you don't like cilantro, you don't have to add it. This is 1 whole bushel of cilantro. It's pretty big that I got at Winco, so I might just add half of it, but it depends how it goes. And then that's it. And then you just add salt, and then the habanero, I boil it and puree it, and that's what I add for the heat. Okay, so I wanted to do this for my cousin Jonathan, who requested that, and my sister Esther, who requested something quick and easy. So a lot of people buy the stuff, they at the fair or recipes, and it's easy to make. It's just how you make it. You add your own flavor, or you add stuff that makes it yours. Mine, I add my love. That's what everybody loves, my salsa. So okay, so let's get started. Alrighty, so this is a fresh red salsa, and you're gonna put the whole peeled tomatoes in the food processor, and it's gonna be a little bit loud, but again, I don't know how to pause it. And you're just gonna do 5 of them, so that way, oh, actually, you don't want to puree it, you want to pulse it. And I knew I was missing something. My bowl. Actually, I could use my clear one that I had. I bought this clear one especially for Eazy Eatz, so hopefully it'll fit in there. There it does. So you want to again, oops, it's dismissed. You want to again make sure that you don't puree it, but you leave little chunks, and it's pretty darn good. And then some of the time you want to take some of the fluid out, so it won't be that liquidy. Okay. And I'm going to put this aside. So that's your whole peeled tomatoes. Okay, so all we have is this right now. And then for the, what I was going to show you guys, what I do, can you tell I'm not prepared? But I'm keeping it real. So I'm going to put this in there. So what makes it easier for me is to use a food processor, the slicer, for the green onions. I love my KitchenAid. This is so old, but it still works. It's KitchenAid. Okay, and then I'm going to slice it. So you put it on. This is for the green onions. And I like only the white part. But my mom puts everything in there. I just like the white onions. Let's see. Part of the onion. So you want to clean that up. So again, it's just half of the one green onion, okay? Mix that up. Move that aside. Oops. I am so not prepared. But this is what it is when you're in a hurry. I don't even know why I'm in a hurry. Anyways, so I slice a half a bushel of the green onion because you're going to just do the 1 can. And then I'm going to use my little chopper. And again, it's like 1/4 cup of the white onion and 2 garlics, okay? And I'm just going to chop, or you could just do it by yourself with the knife or the machete. Okay, it's not machete, but I don't know what you call it. And bam. And actually, the garlics are kind of chunky, but that's okay. It's salsa, it's supposed to be chunky. So you want to add that. You could chop up the garlic more if you don't like the garlic. Okay. And then you're going to add the cilantro. See how simple this is? Well, I make a batch for like 20 quarts. I make a giant batch. So I don't use these. I use the big cans. So it takes forever. And it's very time consuming, but I love it. I mean, I got my own little rhythm going. So this is the 1 can with, it is going to be 1 bushel of the cilantro. Because you want a lot of cilantro in it. I like the cilantro. I'm going to use, this is a wood, I got it at the co-op, wood chopping board, which I love. So stir that up. And then that's it. And then we're going to add salt. Where's my salt? There it is. Gotta have the salt. And a pinch is, well, 2 pinches is what I do. Because with the tomato, I think you need, because you're using the can, I like a lot of salt. And, oh, good, I have the chips over there. So we're going to stir this up. And before you add the pepper, you want to make sure you taste it for the salt. Because then when you add the habanero, jalapeno, whatever you do, it's going to take away the taste that you really want. So first you want to make sure you get the flavor that you want. And I got the Kirkland chippies instead of Juanitas. So let's taste it. It needs more salt. I don't know. I always make fun of my mom because she eats a lot of salt, and look at me. But let's see. So that's perfect. So now you got the flavor in there. The salt's perfect. Again, you don't want too salty because then you have to add another thing of tomato. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my hair. I need to put it up, either that or cut it because this is not happening for me. Anyways, okay. Well, I need to go see my sister Esther because she works as she's a beautician, but I keep putting it off. But I guess when it gets down to my toes down there, then I say, oh, I need a haircut. But let's see, I'm gonna add just a tad because of my acid reflux. I can't really eat spicy, but because it's you guys, I will. See how simple it is? One whole can of tomatoes. You pulse it. Don't chop it up too much. Like a quarter cup of the white onion. It's up to you because this is all about you. If you want to add more onion, go for it. And then half a bushel of the green onion. So if you're going to use 2 of these, use a whole bushel. And then 1 bushel of the cilantro. And then the garlic and the white onion, chop up. Chop. And then the salt, and then the peppers. I puree, like I said, I puree the habanero. You could boil the serrano pepper or jalapeno pepper, and that you could chop it up or boil it and puree it. I like to do the habanero because it goes all over the salsa instead of just one little bite. Perfect with the kick. Okay. And so that's it, guys. That's the fresh salsa. Obviously, I make a big batch, and I have my little inside tricks that I'm not gonna disclose. But I make it with my love, and I can't give you that. I'm sorry. It's all for me or whoever I choose to give it to, which is all you guys. But it's all about my salsa, how I make it. But anyways, that's it. It's fresh red salsa. It's simple, and then if you're for your garden, you could do that. You could actually, if you have the whole tomatoes, you could actually make pico de gallo. But if you boil them, same thing. Just let them cool down. Again, for that 1 can, and the whole peeled tomatoes, a half a bushel of the green onion, 1 cilantro, a quarter cup of the white onion or yellow onion, whatever you want, and then garlic, and chop that up and put that in there, and add some salt, and there you go. And then that's it. And yeah, so this is for my cousin Jonathan, my sister Esther, everybody that work or whoever would like to learn how to make it. And it's something. It's not a secret or anything. I give everybody my ingredients. It's how you make it. Okay. And then that's it. So I appreciate you watching. Oh, I added one more thing. I'm keeping it real.